Hello students. See, in the previous video we were doing exercise 10C and we had completed almost all the sums except question number 12 and 13. So this is the question number 12. Find the sum of all multiples of 7 which lie between 300 and 700. Which lie between 300 and 700. So the numbers are between 300 and 700. So let's find the first number which is a multiple of 7 and which is between 300 and 700. So ऐसा कौन सा पहला नंबर है 300 के बाद? See, 300 itself, is it divisible by 7? 7 4s are 28, 20, 7 2s are 14, remainder is 6. So that means remainder is 6, means 300 is not divisible by 7. So अगर रिमाइंडर 6 है उसमें एक ऐड कर देंगे 1 तो 7 हो जाएगा डिविजिबल बाय 7. तो इसका मतलब 301 is the first number which is divisible by 7. Okay, 301 is the first number which is divisible by 7. So I'll write 301. Next number will be 308. Next number will be 315 and so on. And the last number means between 300 and 700. See, in probability also I had told you that if you have to count numbers between 300 and 700, you don't take these values, you have to discard them. Okay, इनके बीच में मतलब start 301 से होगा और end 699 पे होगा. Okay, so you cannot take 700 because between बोला है तो ये दोनों include नहीं होंगे. 700 is not included. So 700 के पहले 700 is divisible by 7. तो इसके पहले क्या नंबर होगा डिविजिबल बाय 7? -7 कर देंगे तो 693. 693 is the last number which is divisible by 7 and 301 is the first number which is divisible by 7. And this AP is between 300 and 700. Now we have to find the sum of all these numbers. Okay, so sum find करने के पहले we must know n number of terms. Correct? So how to find the number of terms? By Tn formula. Tn means last term or nth term. Tn is a plus n minus 1d. So last term, what is the last term here? 693. So we want to know ये जो 693 है ये कौन सा टर्म है? ये 10th टर्म है, 15th है, 20th टर्म है, ये कौन सा टर्म है? क्योंकि जो भी टर्म ये होगा उतने टर्म्स है इस AP में, because this is the last number. So I'll take 693 in the place of Tn. A is 301, n is not known, and difference is 7. So 693 minus 301 equals 7n minus 7. This will become 293. The 7 will go here, so 293, 92 plus 7, so 399 is equals to 7n. If you divide this, you will get n as 57. That means number of terms is 57. Now once I know the number of terms, I can use the formula of sum. Sum is n upon 2 a plus. Now there are two formulas of sum. I had told you. First formula is 2a plus n minus 1d, and another formula is n upon 2 a plus l. L is means the last term. So अगर last term है question में तो you can use this formula. Otherwise you have to use this one, n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1d. This is the formula for sum. But यहाँ पे इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है because we know the last term. So I can directly put last term here. So n is 57, a is 301, last term is 693. (301) plus 693 is 994. Cancel these 2 ones are 2 4s are 9s are 7s are When you multiply this, you will get sum as 28329. This will be the sum of all numbers which lie between 300 and 700 and which are the multiples of 7. Okay, copy it down. Question number 13. The question says the sum of n natural numbers is 5n square plus 4n. Sum of n natural numbers. n मतलब कितने भी हो सकता है. Sum of 5 natural numbers तो n की जगह पे 5 लिख दो. Sum of 10 natural numbers तो n की जगह पे 10 लिख दो. Means the sum का जो formula है it is already given. It is 5n square plus 4n. The sum of n natural numbers is this. Now we have to find the 8th term. If you have to find the 8th term, you must know what is a, what is d. Okay, so we know that this is the a or d, कुछ भी नहीं पता. So what can we do? See, understand, this is the sum of n terms का formula. Okay, using this formula you can find the sum of any number of terms. If you want to find the sum of first 5 terms, you can put 5 here. You will get the sum of first 5 terms. If you want to find the sum of first 6 terms, you can put here 6. You will get 6 terms. So what I'll do is, I'll find the sum of first term. n को अगर 1 लेंगे तो मतलब क्या होगा? See, एक एग्जाम्पल से बता रहा हूँ मैं. Let's say your AP is this. Correct. तो इसमें this is the first term, which is 2. Correct. अगर मैंने पूछा find the sum of one term मतलब सिर्फ फर्स्ट टर्म ही आएगा, that is 2. Correct. Sum of one term. Sum of two terms means फर्स्ट और सेकेंड दोनों को ऐड करेंगे. 2 + 5 7 मिलेगा. Sum of three terms means 2 + 5 7 7 + 8 15. ये होता है सम. करेक्ट. सम ऑफ वन टर्म बोला है तो फर्स्ट. सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स का है तो फर्स्ट सेकेंड को ऐड करो. सम ऑफ थ्री टर्म्स का है तो फर्स्ट सेकेंड थर्ड को ऐड करना है. करेक्ट. बट सम ऑफ वन टर्म का मतलब क्या है? फर्स्ट टर्म ही होता है. ओके. सो हियर व्हेन आई पुट n as 1 in this case, I will get sum of first term. Five plus 4, so S1 is equals to 9. Means sum of one term मतलब first term is 9, so we get that is A is equals to 9. ये समझ रहे? ऐसे I gave you an example. This is the AP. इसमें if I tell you to find the sum of 3 terms, so you will add 1 to 3 terms. If I ask you to find sum of 2 terms, so means you will add the first and second term. But if I ask you to find the sum of one term, means ये first term ही as it is आ जाएगा यहाँ पे. Okay. So similarly here when I put 1, I got sum of first term. That is nothing but my value of A. Now sum of two terms, I'm finding S2. So in this place of n, I'll put 2 here. Correct. I got the value sum of two terms as 28. Now the important part will come. That sum of two terms is 28. मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म 2 है, समझो ये एग्जाम्पल है, ये एक एग्जाम्पल है सिर्फ एक. एंड सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स मतलब फर्स्ट और सेकेंड टर्म मिला के कितना है? 7 है. और फर्स्ट टर्म 2 है. तो सिर्फ सेकेंड टर्म कैसे मिलेगा? सी, पहला टर्म 2 है, दूसरा टर्म 2 + 5 7 है. करेक्ट. तो अगर मैंने आपको बोला कि पहला टर्म 2 है और सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स इज 7, सो इस 7 में से अगर आप इस 2 को माइनस कर लोगे तो यू विल गेट द सेकेंड टर्म. करेक्ट. सी, सम ऑफ वन टर्म इज 9, मीन्स फर्स्ट टर्म इज 9, एंड सम ऑफ टू टर्म्स मतलब फर्स्ट टर्म प्लस सेकेंड टर्म इज 28. ओके. सी, फर्स्ट टर्म plus second term is 28. Correct. Sum of two terms, but first term we know is 9, so second term I can easily find. Second term is 28 minus 9, that is second term is 19. Okay, so second term क्या मिल गया? 19. मीन्स जो मेरा ए पी है, देयरफॉर माई ए पी इज, अच्छा डोंट राइट माई हियर, ए पी इज फर्स्ट टर्म इज 9, सेकेंड टर्म इज 19 एंड सो ऑन. दिस इज माई ए पी. आई फाउंड द फर्स्ट टर्म, आई फाउंड द सेकेंड टर्म, दिस इज माई ए पी. इफ दिस इज माई ए पी, माई फर्स्ट टर्म इज 9 and what is my difference here? What is the difference? You can see 19 minus 9, difference is 10. So I have to find the eighth term. Eighth term is a plus 70. So a is 9 and 7 into 10. So you will get the answer as 79. Okay. This was a different sum, but I hope you have understood using this example. I purposely gave this example to you because so you can imagine what is happening here. Okay, or you can even rewind the video for 2-3 minutes and just see this sum again. It is important sum. Now with this we complete exercise 10C. Now the 10D exercise. Now let's start with exercise 10D. In this exercise we have to know two more concepts, because in this exercise they will give you consecutive terms of AP. We will be told to find the consecutive terms of AP. So see, let's say this is a AP 2, 5, 8, 11 and so on. If this is a AP, this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term. So what happens in a AP is that ये एक नंबर है अगर 8, तो इसका नेक्स्ट नंबर क्या होगा? You will add the difference. And उसका प्रीवियस नंबर क्या होगा? You will subtract the difference. Correct. This is the basics. You keep on adding the difference. नेक्स्ट टर्म मिलते जाएगा, और अगर subtract करेंगे तो प्रीवियस टर्म मिलेगा AP का. Okay. Now in this exercise they will give you in question that there are 3 numbers in AP, or there are 4 numbers in AP, or there are 5 numbers in AP. Okay, इतना ही वेरिएशन आएगा एग्जाम में. 3 numbers, 4 numbers या 5 numbers. 3 consecutive terms of AP. What will come? Consecutive terms of AP. They will give you consecutive terms of AP. So कितने consecutive terms? If they give you 3 consecutive terms of AP, and remember one thing, they will give you the sum. They will give you the sum of 3 terms, sum of 4 terms, sum of 5 terms, like that. Okay. So if 3 consecutive terms are given, you have to take the terms as a minus d, a and a plus d. First term a minus d होगा, second term a और third term a plus d. This is a way of writing. Like for example ये बीच में 8 है, तो इसके पहले वाला क्या होगा? 8 minus d, और इसके बाद वाला क्या होगा? 8 plus d. वैसे although the derivation of these formulas is not important, it is not there in your book also, and it is a bit lengthy, it will take time. So we have to just remember the values कि अगर question में आया if 3 consecutive terms are given, so you have to take these 3 terms as this: first term, second term, third term. If they give you 4 consecutive terms, if they give you 4 consecutive terms of AP, okay, then what you will do? You will take the terms as A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D, A minus 2D. Or actually, wait, make this 3. Okay, so if they ask you 4 consecutive terms of AP, so वो 4 consecutive terms आप लोग क्या लोगे? फर्स्ट टर्म को A minus 3D, नेक्स्ट को A minus D, नेक्स्ट A plus D, एंड उसके नेक्स्ट A plus 3D. ओके, सो A minus 3D, A plus 3D, A minus D, A plus D. ये है आपके 4 consecutive terms of AP. Okay, now why there is 3D here and why the numbers are different? And see, this is the derivation. It is derived. If you want, we can discuss it later in class that how this derivation comes. But right now I want you to remember this. You have to learn this. Okay, बिकॉज उसका डेरिवेशन समझ आने के बाद भी, डेरिवेशन थोड़ा लंबी है, 1 पेज का डेरिवेशन है, वो समझ आने के बाद भी उसका कुछ यूज़ नहीं है, आखिर ये लर्न ही करना पड़ेगा. ओके, सो अगर 4 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स दिया है तो यू विल टेक दीज वैल्यूज, 3 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म दिया है तो यू विल टेक दीज वैल्यूज, एंड इफ दे गिव यू 5 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स, देन इसी को कंटिन्यू करना. सो दिस इज फॉर 3 टर्म्स के लिए क्या था, ये था. सो 5 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स बोला है तो इसमें आगे ऐड हो जाएगा A plus 2D, A minus 2D. ओके, 5 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स तो ये आएंगे A minus 2D, A minus D, A plus D, A plus 2D. ओके, दिस इज फॉर 5 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स, 4 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स, 3 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स. ओके, सो या तो 4 या तो 5 या तो 3 आएगा, इसके अलावा नहीं आएगा. ओके, ये 3 आएंगे, इन तीनों को अच्छे से याद रखना. ठीक है, फर्स्ट टर्म क्या होता है, फर्स्ट टर्म और डिफरेंस A और D होता है. बट अगर इवन, ये इवन है 4 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स, अगर 4 कॉन्जिक्यूटिव टर्म्स आए, ठीक है, तो जस्ट रिमेंबर दैट योर डिफरेंस विल बी 2D. सी हियर 3D और नेक्स्ट नंबर D है, तो जो डिफरेंस है 3D और D के बीच में दैट इज 2D. So remember, in these sums, difference is 2D. So remember these 3. We are going to use it in the sums now. 3 consecutive terms बोला तो ये लेना है, 4 ये, 5 बोला तो ये. अब 2 या 6, 7, 8, 9 आगे के नंबर्स नहीं आएंगे, यही 3 आएंगे. Okay, although these type of questions haven't come in boards yet in the past 2 years, they haven't come. Mostly the questions only come from the first 3 exercise. But yes, this is there in syllabus and this can come. Okay. So I hope you have copied this. It would be better if you copy it somewhere in the textbook only. Or if you have done in the notebook, then preserve it properly. Let's start with the exercise. The exercise, the first question says, find the 3 terms in AP. Find the 3 terms in AP. So 3 numbers in AP बोला है, 3 numbers बोला है. So we will write the first statement. Let the numbers be A minus D, A and A plus B, because 3 numbers का है, 3. ठीक है, let the numbers be this, whose sum is 24. sum is 24 मतलब इन तीनों numbers को add करेंगे तो you will get 24. sum is 24, so means A minus D plus A plus D is 24. समझ रहा है? See, this is the first term, this is the second term, this is the third term. So sum of इसका sum है जो, whose sum is 24, means इन तीनों को add करके you will get 24. Sum is 24 and whose product is 440. Okay, so product I'll use it later. First the sum is 24. Sum of the three terms is 24. So first term plus second term plus third term is 24. Now see, when you add this, minus d and plus d will get cancelled. Okay, so this is the reason they name the terms like this, a minus d, a and a plus d. Instead of they could have named like this also, a plus d, a plus 2d. ऐसे भी three terms को name कर सकते हैं, but ऐसा नहीं किया because फिर ये cancel नहीं होता. So this is one of the reason. Cancel a plus a is 3a, which is equals to 24, and therefore a is 24 upon 3, that is 8. So the first term we got as 8. Okay, now they have told that the product of the three terms is 440. Product means multiplication, so a minus d into a plus d. Product. Okay, product of the three terms is 440. So a is already known, 8, so substitute the value of a here. 8 minus d into 8 plus d is 440. Now this 8 here, which is in multiplication, will get divided here. Divide by 8. Now 8 minus d, 8 plus d. 8 minus d, 8 plus d. Formula a minus b, a plus b, it is a square minus b square. Okay, equals 440 upon 8. What is 440 upon 8? 8 ones are 8 fives are 55. Okay, now 8 square is 64 minus d square is 55. Now this minus d square will come here and 55 will come here. 64 minus 55 is 9, so d is 3. Correct. So we have found the difference, we have found the the value of a. Now what we had to find is the three numbers. So these are the three numbers and we know the value of a. So the three numbers are a minus d, a and a plus d. Substitute the values here. A minus d means 8 minus 3, फिर next number 8 and next 8 plus 3. So ये क्या बन जाएगा? 5, 8 and 11. So 5, 8 and 11 are the three numbers. Okay, ये तीन numbers थे. तो we found the value of a and d and यहाँ पे substitute कर लिया, तो we got the three numbers. Okay, so this was the first part, then this second part, and then this third part. Copy the question properly, pause the video and copy the question. The sum of three consecutive terms of an AP is 21. Three consecutive terms again. So we'll take, let the three terms be a minus d, a and a plus d. Okay. Now the sum of the three consecutive terms is 21. means a minus d plus a plus d is 21. Then minus d plus d will get cancelled. A plus a is 3a is 21, therefore a is 7. Correct. Second part of the information says, the question says, sum of their squares is 165. Sum of their squares मतलब a minus d square plus a square plus a plus d square is 165. Sum of their squares, उनके squares का sum is 165. Now यहाँ पे वापस in the place of a I'll put 7 minus d the whole square plus 7 square plus 7 plus d the whole square equals 165. This 7 square, which is 49, I'll transfer it here. Okay, this 49, and this bracket will get opened using expansion formula. Okay, so a minus b the whole square क्या होता है? A square minus 2ab plus b square plus a square plus 2ab plus b square equals 165 minus 49. ये 7 स्क्वायर यहाँ पे आ गया ना. अब ये हो जाएगा 49 minus 14d plus d square plus 49 plus 14d plus d square equals 169 minus 45. So minus 14d plus 14d will get cancelled. 49 plus 49 is 98. D square plus d square is 2d square equals 165 minus 49 is 16. This is 116. And then 2d square is 116 minus 98, that is 18. So d square is 18 upon 2. D square is 9. So d is plus minus 3. Okay, plus minus 3 is important because the thing is we have got a as 7, correct, and d can be plus 3 also or d can be minus 3 also. So see, if a is equals to 7 and d is plus 3, if I take plus 3, so my 3 terms will be 3 terms. जो 3 terms हमने लिए हैं, क्या लिए थे? A minus d, a and a plus b, d. So what will be those 3 terms? A minus d, a and a plus d. So a minus d means 7 minus 3, 7 and 7 plus 3. Sorry, 7 plus 3. So this is 4, 7 and 10. ये 3 terms है. And if I take a is equals to 7 and b is equals to minus 3, so उससे क्या फ़र्क पड़ जाएगा? a minus b, a and a plus d. A minus d will be 7 minus 3. Second term will be 7 and third term will be 7 plus minus 3. So this 7 minus 3 will become 10. Minus minus plus. Then 7 and 7 minus 3 will become 4. Means when you take 7 and plus 3 you get numbers 4, 7, 11, 4, 7, 10. But when you take 7 and minus 3 you get 10, 7, 4. तो इसी का उल्टा मिल रहा है ये. ओके, अगर आपने यहाँ पे प्लस माइनस नहीं लिया, सिर्फ प्लस लिया, तो यू विल गेट दिस आंसर. बट दिस आंसर इज ऑल्सो पॉसिबल हियर. ओके, सो इन द एंड फाइनली two answers are possible. The numbers can be 4, 7, 10 or 10, 7, 4. Okay, I hope you have understood. In all the sums we have to first find a and d, and then we have to find the terms, 3 terms, 4 terms, 5 terms. Copy the sum. Copy this part, then copy this part. Third question. In the third question, it is said the angles of quadrilateral are in AP. Angles of quadrilateral, मतलब quadrilateral means any four-sided figure. और इसके angles जो है, they are in AP. AP means एक sequence में है, जैसे कि 10, 20, 30, 40 ऐसा कुछ sequence है. और 10, 30, 50, 70 like this. They are in some sequence. So कितने angles होते हैं quadrilateral में? 1, 2, 3, 4 angles होते हैं. So we'll take, let the 4 angles be, I've told you अगर 4 होगा तो what do we have to take? We take a minus 3, a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. Okay, these are my 4 angles. Now with common difference 20, they have told that the difference is 20. Now difference is 20. अभी यहाँ पे confuse नहीं होना है, mistake नहीं करना है. I've told you clearly that when there are 4 terms, the difference when there are 4 terms, the difference is 2d. Okay, so don't forget this, the difference is 2d. So here 2d is equals to 20. Therefore d will be equal to 10. This will be useful, the information. Okay, and 4 angles of quadrilateral. Quadrilateral means ये है. तो quadrilateral के when you add all the 4 angles of quadrilateral, total कितना होता है? Of all angles of a quadrilateral, sum of all angles of quadrilaterals का total क्या होता है? Total is 360. Square, rectangle, parallelogram, rhombus, kite, anything you add all the angles you will get 360. So यहाँ पे भी a minus 3d plus a minus d plus a plus d plus a plus 3d is 360. Now minus d plus d will get cancelled, minus 3d plus 3d will get cancelled. A plus a plus a plus a will give me 4a is equals to 360. Therefore a is 360 upon 4, that is 90. A is 90 and d is 10. So the 4 angles are a minus 3d, a minus d, a plus d and a plus 3d. Means when I substitute the values, a is 90 and d is 10. So 90 minus 3 into 10, 90 minus 10, 90 90 plus 10, 90 plus 3 into 10. Okay, so 90 minus 30 is 60, 90 minus 10 is 80, 90 plus 10 is 100, and 90 plus 30 is 120. So these are my 4 angles, 60 degrees, 80 degrees, 100 degrees and 120 degrees. ये और these are in AP also. देखो इनका difference same है, they are in AP. Okay, this is how you solve the sum. So remember that you have to carefully pay attention that how many terms are given in the question. Are they giving you 3 terms? Are they giving you 4 terms? Or are they giving you 5 terms? We did 2 sums based on 3 terms. We did 1 sum based on 4 terms. If they give you 4 consecutive terms, you have to take the difference as 2D. Don't forget this. Okay. Now there are few sums left from this exercise. We'll continue them in the next video lecture, and I'll probably complete this exercise 4D. Okay, after we complete this exercise 4D, in the next exercise you have word problems based on AP. Okay, and 10F is miscellaneous. 10F is miscellaneous, so we will not do that now. 10E is word problems, so I'll do some word problems from here. Although word problems has never come in exam till now, but it may come, so we'll do it. Few sums, word problems. Till 10D, we'll do mostly everything. Okay. And in exercise 10D, this exercise which we are doing, cancel the 11th sum. Cancel the 11th sum, the last sum, which says that 1 upon A, 1 upon B, 1 upon C. जो ये वाला sum है, कैंसिल कर दो, बिकॉज ऐसे प्रूफ वाले सम्स नहीं आते. ओके, बाकी एवरीथिंग विल कम. सो दैट्स इट फॉर टुडे. यू कैन कॉपी दिस सम.